Hi, this is Patralekhaa and you're watching me on retail.com.
Hello Patralekhaa.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Very good.
Great. So before we get to Phule, I want to understand what are your favorite movies with strong or fearless female characters, not necessarily historical or biopics.
I like Sadma a lot, where Sridevi and Kamal Hassan were there. There are many movies, but Sadma being one of the movies that I can recall right now.
You're playing such a prominent Maharashtrian figure in this movie, Savitribai Phule.
Yeah.
We know her as the first female teacher of our country.
Yeah.
But very few people know that she was also a poet, she was also a writer.
Yeah.
What did you know about her before this movie, this project came to you?
What else did I know about her?
Yeah.
No, really, like she and Jyotiba Phule really like worked for the well-being of the society. You know, they reformed the society, and I feel कि इंटरनेट में बहुत कुछ उनके बारे में ऑलरेडी लिखा हुआ है, तो ऐसा कुछ हमने नया डिस्कवर नहीं किया है, because they are such a prominent figure and there's so much stuff already about them on the internet, and obviously there are so many books written by them about them.
And when you play such a fiercely powerful character, does it rub off on your personality as well, like some of the character traits? If yes, can you give me an example?
Does it rub off? I'm not sure about that, but does it empower me as a human being? Of course it does, because while you're playing like such powerful characters and you're doing this day in and day out, you derive a lot of strength from them.
And we live in modern times, but this movie has a period setting. So when we are continually surrounded by the mobile and gadgets, and when you actually go into the sets and immerse yourself into that setting, what's the shift that happens over there? How challenging was that, or how interesting?
कि अपना phone मत देखो. I don't know. It's a very organic way, यार. मतलब आप खुद ही देखना नहीं चाहोगे, because you are trying to live a life, play a character that isn't today's, and a phone kind of just breaks that wall, right? Having said that, it's not like I didn't use my phone. My phone was with me, but I used it much lesser. I think everybody, like at least the key characters on the set, used it much lesser.
And is there any ritual that you follow to play this character? Because certain actors, they will use a certain perfume, or they will listen to a particular song. So
no, I think what really helped me about this character was, we were really cut off from Mumbai. We were shooting in like the interiors of Maharashtra, like Bhor, Satara. तो वहाँ पे automatically इंटरनेट बहुत स्लो था, नेटवर्क फ़ोन का आता नहीं था, और that place really helped me to be secluded in my mind.
And one common link between you and your co-star Pratik Gandhi is that you both worked with Hansal Mehta. You started your journey with City Lights, and he struck the stardom with Scam. Yeah. So what conversation did you have with him about Mr. Mehta? With
Hansal sir, that he is such a good maker, and it's always so nice talking about Hansal sir, and we have shared such fond memories. And Hansal sir is always like an actor's director. It's really amazing to be on his set, क्योंकि वो आपको इतना power देते हैं, in the sense just to like how you instinctively want to follow the character. He lets you be, first he will see, like for a scene blocking, first I guess he still does that now. Earlier, when we would go to the sets, he would be like, अच्छा आप लोग दिखाओ आपको क्या लगता है, and then he would tweak it according to what he thought was right. So I think that really gives an actor a lot of confidence, A, and B, to think out of the box.
Now, I haven't seen the film, but I have seen the trailer, and there are some really intense and powerful scenes that we can see. So what is one moment from the movie that you think will forever stay with you?
There's so many moments because they had such a humongous giant of a life that they lived, you know, and they were always doing something or the other. But at least what I can remember right now is when, you know, there's cow dung thrown at Savitri and she comes back home and she tells Jyotiba what's happened to her. And that was a very powerful moment for me. And there was another moment where Jyotiba is, you know, in telling the people from Satya Shodhak Samaj that, you know, this is the end. He's coming to the end of his life, and Savitri is going to take the reins. I thought that was a very powerful moment, though I didn't have anything to say, but just listening to Pratik, you know, just kind of shifted something inside me.
And both Jyotiba and Savitribai Phule equally contributed to the betterment of the society.
Yeah.
But the world bestowed the title of Mahatma to Jyotiba
Yeah.
and not Savitribai.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think she also deserved that title?
Of course she deserved it, and I feel like when I read it also I was like, oh my god, how come, you know, it wasn't given to her. And even Jyotiba in the scene felt a certain way about her not getting the you know, the title of Mahatma, but they were just so nice that Savitri kind of maneuvered him out of it, but I feel like she deserved the title.
And having seen these characters up close and having studied them, what is one thing about Savitribai and Jyotiba's partnership that you would like to imbibe in your own marriage?
There's so many things. They both thought that they were equal. They were together in achieving and you know, uplifting the society, reforming the society, and nobody tried taking away the credit. Like you mentioned, like she was not given the title of Mahatma, and Jyotiba did feel bad about it, and he did try to make her understand that that's not right because you did the work equally. But I feel like their partnership was so strong, and they had one vision for the society and they worked towards it. So I feel like the partnership.
And I want to understand about your career so far. Like you made your debut in 2014 with City
14,
Lights.
yeah.
After that, if one looks at your filmography, not many films you have
Yeah.
done. So is it because of the lack of good offers, or you just wanted to slow down?
No. Obviously, it was just because lack of good offers.
Okay. So is it frustrating when you actually put out a good work, but then you don't have that material?
I don't see it that way. I just feel like अपना काम करते चलो और जो समझ में आए करो और फल की इतनी मतलब अपेक्षा मत करना. Keep working.
And the kind of lineup that you have now, and especially with Phule and then Gulkanda Tales and IC that happened as well. Do you think this is like the best phase of your career in terms of just
No,
a variety?
I think there's going to be better.
Interesting. And what kind of roles do you wish to do at this juncture of your career?
I don't know. I just want to be part of like really interesting scripts and good directors and producers.
And coming back to Phule, what is one character trait that you thought that this is me? One character about Savitribai Phule that you thought was similar to yours?
She never gives up. I never give up.
Interesting. And in one of your old interviews, you said that you just wanted to run away from Mumbai because you did not feel like belonging here.
Initially, yeah.
So over the years, how has your relationship
Change
changed with
with
the city?
Mumbai. I love the city now. I don't think so I can live anywhere.
So given a choice between Shillong and Mumbai, what would you prefer?
Mumbai any day.
And does it irritate you when people compare your journey with your husband's?
No, not really. I mean, again, it's their lookout. You can't compare apples and oranges, no? Both are so different.
Okay, lastly, what is one thing about this movie that's your biggest takeaway?
They were just fearless people and the way they lived their life.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you.
so much.